Okay. So good afternoon. So we had lunch, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready for what? Serious? Should I believe this? And that will be post lunch? Session or sleep? I appreciate the honest responses. Who have given the honest response? Please raise your hands. Okay, fine. Okay. Go. On. Okay, good. Right. Okay. So coming to what we have seen so far is like about the course, the objective of the course. Okay. So the session one, which is talking about the importance of investment. Okay. Anyhow, we have discussed. Just I am going to recap through the presentation. So what are the things? So coming to the importance of investments, right? So when I say why do I need to invest, right? Obviously, everyone, that's what we have discussed. Each one of us have got a life goals, right? And I was talking about the extreme importance, that's your financial independence. But in between, okay, rule number, right? So in between, also we have some other goals, like, okay, it could be our marriage, our children education, children's marriage, buying a house, buying a car, okay, touring around the world. So you can also add, and after achieving this, we also need to talk about the retirement life. So these are all your life goals. Now, the moment you think of your life goals, okay, always you need to attach some price to it. See, if I am thinking of buying a car, what is the next thing which will come to our mind? The value of a car, right? I don't know how many of you see some movies. Okay, I don't know Telugu movies, but I can take some movies, right? Have you seen a movie called Siruttai? I don't know what is the name in Telugu. I hope it is available in Telugu also. Siruttai, where Karthik and maybe the actor would have changed here, right? So it always talks about, so whenever you see something, okay, they become a thief. So they go to marriage functions and they stole some of the products. Whenever they are seeing the product, there will be a price tag, right? So very similar to that. So whenever you are seeing your life goals, it needs a cost. So all your life goals are financial goals. So hereafter, don't think only about the life goals. For each and every life goal has got a financial implication. So which means it is a financial goals. Right? Now, so to achieve this, the first level is we need some kind of concepts which we need to be aware of. What are the basic concepts which we need to be aware of? One is the income. So because nobody is going to help you to achieve your goal. You are the one you are going to achieve. You are the one you are going to work for your life goals. So obviously, from where you get income. So you know the sources of income, right? And second thing is, the moment you get an income, you are planning for expenses. So now everybody spend, but how many people spend with a budget before spending? So to do a budget, so what you need to do is you have to track all your expenses. Okay, only then you can able to plan a next year budget. So track all your expenses and then, okay, so where your money goes, categorize your expenses. How much you are spending for your food, how much you are spending for your cloth, okay, how much you are spending for entertainment. So only then you can able to identify which are needs, which are wants, which are waste expenses or unwanted expenses. Need, want and wanted. So to categorize, we need to categorize this. Now, the moment you spend, we know that, okay, savings is most important. So not only save, we also need to invest. Okay, if you are going for savings will take more money. Investments, again, I make money to work for me. Okay, that's what I was talking about, passive income. So when we think of income, there are two sources. One is your active income, the other one is passive income. So active income is where I work for money. Passive income is the one where money is going to work for me, right? So savings and investment. So what is the difference between savings and investment? Savings, okay, it doesn't grow. Your investment grow, right? So savings, basically if you look at just an analogy here, imagine you are getting mango in the summer season. You eat, and what do you do with the leftover, the seed? If you put it in a dustbin, nothing grows. But if you take one small step of planting in the soil, after 10 years, after 15 years, imagine how many mangoes you are going to get. So this is the basic difference between savings and investment. Whenever you are getting an income, you are going to put it like in a box, locker, it doesn't grow. The moment, the one step which you take, identify some asset class, okay, invest in that asset class, right? And it is going to create wealth. So that's the major benefit. So when it comes to savings, a little bit of small tips on savings is small tips on savings. So one, okay, like when do I save? After spending all my expenses, if anything is left over, can I think of save? No. Then we borrow money, then we repay money, then it becomes an EMI, it will not be a saving. So saving are not done once, save regularly. That's why I said allocate some percentage of your income, set aside that money for your future, right? Spend less to save more, okay? And save to avoid debt. So if you don't want to create a debt, so now you have to save and all those things. At least 25% of your income needs to be saved and invested. We are talking about 20%. Imagine if you could be able to allocate 5 more percentage, now you can be able to achieve all other goals also. Right? So that's the one. So why should I save? Obviously we understand. So these are the financial concepts which we need to be aware of. Inflation, I hope you are aware of, right? 1 kg, what is 10 years ago, what is today, and what is going to be 8 years after now. Next. How your inflation is going to affect your individual requirements. Imagine I have money, I am going to keep my money in savings account. There I get only 3%. Whereas the same time, if I am buying some product, okay, the same product is going to grow at the rate of 6.57%. There is a shortage. Even if I am keeping money in one place, if I am planning after 1 year, this is not being sufficient to buy the product. So in order to achieve, beat the inflation, at least to meet as well as beat the inflation, we need to look out for investments, right? So next. Okay, now your investment should be based on your goal. So what is your goal-based investments? What are the different types of goals which we are aware of, right? So our goals can be, like we have to categorize all your goals: short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. Can I think of investing in equity to achieve my short-term goals? No. So the reason why we are categorizing your goals as short-term, medium-term, long-term, according to the requirements, I can choose the products. Okay, so that is the main purpose. The moment you set, now you can visualize, okay, this is how it is going to be. How do you want your life? We said, okay, financially independent. So in spite of financial independence, how your life wants to be. Whether you want to live a life which is going to just to maintain the lifestyle, or okay, to have a comfortable living, or you want to have an enhanced lifestyle, or you are going to create a legacy. So these are the 4 different stages. If you look around, people are there. So like, now we are going to decode why people are maintaining lifestyle. Because they are working for today's requirement. They are not thinking about their future. They don't save, they don't invest. The moment who thinks about future, so which means they have got sufficient money, they save money for the current requirement, they are working for future need. That's called comfortable living. Okay, that's where we have categorized the quadrants: x-axis, y-axis, I think you have studied PCG matrix and other matrices, right? So the quadrant. So the first quadrant where you are talking about maintained lifestyle, where the people are working now for the need. Later, the people are thinking about the later need. That's your comfortable living. The people can afford to buy whatever they want now, desire. That's an enhanced lifestyle. The people can think of, okay, I'm creating wealth for my grandchildren. So which means what? I have already saved for my requirement. I have invested for my requirement. So that's the set of people, they are going to create a legacy. Now you decide what kind of lifestyle you want to. Because unless otherwise without planning you can't achieve anything, right? So imagine if, again, sorry to ask, put this, but still, okay, if I'm not thinking about getting 90% of marks, or if I'm not thinking about getting 80%, 60% of the marks, I don't know the rule. Imagine by, okay, so are you going to end this session by 5:30 today? No. Yes? Shall we? No, right? Okay. So at what time? 4. Very good. So imagine after 4, where do you want to go? You know the destination, right? Are you going something like I'm going anywhere? So imagine if you say I'm going anywhere, we don't find the road. So only then, so when you be specific, you can able to find the road. So when you identify, let's say for example, if I want to get 80%, then thoroughly I need to study at least 8 chapters. Right? The similar manner, so we have to visualize what is your requirement. Next. So the importance of long-term investment. So look at the long-term investment and just giving you worked out in a different way, but anyhow, the presentation shows if you invest 5,000 rupees every month, okay, for at the rate of even 8%, look at, okay, in 15 years, your invested value is 9 lakhs, you get a benefit of 17 lakhs, your end value. If you go for an additional period of 5 years, 20, next. Look at, your investment value is only 12 lakhs, but the benefit is the end value is 30. If you go for additional 10 years, your investment is only 18 lakhs, your benefit is, your end value is going to be 75 lakhs. This is what the importance of long-term investment. I was talking in a reverse manner. If you go for 35 years, go for 30 years, look at the impact. So both are same, right? Next. Why it is growing? Because of the compound interest. I hope you are aware of, right? So we have calculated the time value of money, and this compound interest is being called as 8th wonder of world in the financial markets. We know 7 wonders, right? Maybe you have listened in school days. So this 8th wonder, why? Now imagine if somebody, if I am going to say to my mother, saying that, okay, ma, invest 5,000 rupees every month for a period of 35 years in a market where it is going to generate 14%. At the end of 35 years, you will get 10 crores. What will happen or 5 crores? What will happen? They'll surprise. The moment you said crore, they'll surprise. That's what a wonder is. Right? So the similar manner which is treated as an 8th wonder. So who is it? Okay, Einstein called this. Next. And there is a law or the rule of 72. Are you aware of? Okay. So usually we want to double our money. So doubling is always the attracting point for a human being. Imagine you give 1 rupee, I'll give you 2. Will it be okay? If you give 2 rupees, I'll give you 4 rupees. But when? Suppose if I am going to the bank, if I deposit 1 lakh rupee, when it becomes double? How do I identify? Imagine a banker is giving 10%. I'm just giving you the simple question. Okay, easy calculations. The banker is giving 10% interest. If they give 10%, in how many years it will become double? Sure? 10 years, correct? Now, the way in which you have applied is only the simple interest. Because every year you get 10%, 10 years. What if you reinvest? That's a compound interest. So now the easy way to calculate calculate the doubling period this is the rule. Rule of 72. Take down. 72 divided by the compound interest rate. 72 divided by the compound interest rate. So now tell me, if the banker is giving 10%, if I am investing in a compound interest, how many years it will take to double? 72 divided by 10? 7.2 years. Now tell me, if you are investing in a bank, now they are getting 6%. In how many years it will be double? 12 years. If you go for a market, a business, which is going to give you 12% return, assuming even if it is going to give you 12% return, in how many years it will become double? So now tell me, where do you want to invest? Whether you want to invest in a place where it is going to grow your money or double your money in 12 years or double your money in 6 years. See, look at this is what the awareness is. The different way with which we can understand. Okay? So that's the rule of 72. So you can replace or have a different combination. You will get to know. The moment you know the rule, okay, amount, you can able to calculate. The moment you know the percentage, arrive at any two, one is you can derive. You discussed about delaying investing. What if I am taking another goal? Imagine, okay, and put it in a different way. For our children, higher education, if you need how much? 15 lakhs in 20 years. So that's what a higher education. Imagine you are coming for okay, advanced MBA or kind of or any other IIT. Imagine for higher education, you need 15 lakhs. When do you start planning? When? After 10th? After 12th? Or the time you got married? See, there are logical ways. So we learned initially, like start early. Which is start early? The early stages, the moment you got a child. Right? So which means 20 years well in advance. So imagine if you start 20 years before. Go previous. Step one, step one. No, step one. Next. Not previous. Next. One. Wait. So if you are starting at the time of, okay, the child is born. To achieve 15 lakhs, okay, look at how much you need to invest. Even if you are getting only 8%, you need to invest 2,500 rupees per month. Okay? If somebody is thinking that, okay, anyhow, just now only the baby is born. Let's say we will start from the moment we admit the school. So which means we start from third age. Next. If you start, we have 17 years time to achieve your goal. Look at the impact. Just by delaying 3 years, your monthly investment is supposed to be 3,400. 900 rupees addition, only then you can able to achieve 20 lakhs. Even if you are not planning at that point of time. If you start at first standard, next, which means you have got 15 years for higher education. What if your investment is going to be 4,300? Even if you are not thinking, if you start after primary school, which means like 6th standard, you have got only 10 years. Where you need monthly investment of 8,200 rupees. Even if you are not starting there, if you are planning about your son's or daughter's higher education at the time of 10th or 11th to 12th, so which means you have 15 years, you have got only 5 years. Look at your monthly investment is going to be 20,000 rupees. Look at the delay. The moment you start delaying, look at the impact. That's why I said start early. So one example for retirement, the other example for children education. Okay, education expenses. Right? Now the question comes, where do I need to invest? What are the popular asset classes? So look at whatever we said. Either buy property, buy gold, keep money in fixed deposits, or invest in equity. So what is equity? Business, stocks, owners' funds. So the equity, in other way we can call it like owner's funds. So I am acting as a owner. in business. That's what equity is, right? So we have popular asset classes. Now, fine. The thing is, can I invest 5,000 rupees in real estate? See, we were talking about monthly investment of 5,000 rupees. I know I can invest in fixed deposits. I can invest in gold. I can go and buy 1 gram of gold today, every month. But can I invest in real estate? No. I can invest in stocks. Now, look at, so the way in which I can invest is, I have two approaches. One, I can invest directly, or I can invest through, I hope you are aware of mutual funds. I can invest through mutual funds. Again, I am investing there, so which means I am investing through mutual funds, but again I am investing in either in fixed deposits or in products, or I am investing in gold through mutual funds, or I am investing stocks through mutual funds, or I am investing in real estate through mutual funds. Okay, so look at, these are all the financial assets which we have. Direct equity or equity mutual funds. When it comes to gold, either physical gold or gold mutual funds. When it comes to fixed income, you invest in all the basic products like PPF, okay, all your products, or debt mutual funds, or at same time real estate. Again, real estate, you buy land or go through real estate investment trust. This is called as real estate investment trust, REIT. Okay, that's a real estate mutual funds. In India, we call this as REIT. Now, we know this, but in spite of knowing all these things, finally when I am choosing the product, which product we will choose? We will choose the product based on the three pillars of investments. What are the three pillars? Obviously, the moment comes, okay, whether my money is safe, how much return I will get, can I convert into cash quickly? That's called as liquidity. So these are the three pillars of investments, right? So now this is the one. So are we clear on the importance of investment? Why should I invest? And where should I invest? What are the different asset classes which we have got an overview? This is just an overview. Any questions at this moment? If you have got any questions, you can. So no questions, right? Right. Yes. So three pillars: safety, liquidity, return. Okay. So any clarification on this? Do you know what is liquidity? How quickly I can convert that into cash? The safety. So it is not guarantee. See, I tell you, there is a big difference between safety and guarantee. What do you mean by safety? Without risk, nothing is there. That's not guarantee. Without risk means it is a guarantee. What do you mean by safety? There is a regulatory mechanism, that's it. If anything happens, so one thing is nothing will happen. So to monitor that, there is a regulatory mechanism. Number two, if anything happens, I have the body to approach and ask. That's called safety. Guarantee is something else. Guarantee is my money will not go below my investment. No. Right? So even that is not available even today in the banking system also. Right? So that's the one. Okay, fine. So coming to the second topic. So having known about the importance of investment. Now obviously our question is, Okay, what are the investment opportunities? What are the different asset classes? How does it work? Now I'm just going to address on. So what are the different financial investment opportunities? Any idea like what are the financial investment opportunities which you are aware of? Stocks, mutual funds, banks, bonds, very good, super. Fixed assets like that's a real estate, a property, very good. Commodities, fantastic. Anything else? Currency, okay. Can I invest in currency? No. Currency I am not allowed to invest. I can't buy and hold currency. Okay? No. Cryptocurrency is unofficial. So it is not legal. So when I say it is not legal, it is not okay, the financial asset. So there is no safety as of now. Rather. But that's a direct equity. Super. Okay? So now, if you look at the investment opportunities, whatever you said, I am going to those into 5 groups. Okay, so all you said. So your investment to achieve our goal, we are going to categorize the assets based on the risk appetite, time horizon. So that's a product which has a time frame. Okay, income and expenses, and you will be able to what is your liabilities. Accordingly, you invest your money. Okay, look at the different 5 asset classes. Number 1, I can keep as it is cash. Cash equivalent. That's what liquidity is. If I want liquidity, I need to keep cash. That's a quick liquid product. Or cash equivalent, like how you keep your money in wallets today. Either in physical wallet or e-wallets. So the moment you go to the shops, you pay money through kind of phone pay, Paytm, Google Pay, right? So all these are kind of a cash equivalent, right? So that is going to give you liquidity and power to buy anything which you want immediately. So that should be the objective. Second, if you look at, now I'll go to the side. I can lend money. That is going to give me a fixed income. When I'm lending money, what is that I'm going to get? I'm going to get an interest rate. It's a fixed income. What are the different asset classes which is going to give me fixed income? Look at, so one is your fixed deposits, or your recurring deposits, post office saving schemes, buying a bond, debentures. These are all the products which directly I can invest, or I can invest through debt mutual funds. Okay, what is mutual fund? Maybe just to understand before talking about this. What is your understanding on mutual funds? Why do we need mutual funds? Why do we need mutual funds? Without any financial knowledge? Super, very good. Anything else? Avoid risk. Anything else? What exactly the mutual fund is? How do you define mutual fund? So our money is traded by someone. Is it called mutual funds? No. Investing? By stocks. So I hope you cleared NISM 5A. Right? Have you written NISM exam? No. So what is mutual fund then? Let me put it this way. So imagine having known about the importance of investment so far, right? Are you all interested to invest? Have you got an interest at least? Forget about money. Have you got an interest? Now what is stopping you? One, let's say for example, sir, I don't have a sufficient money, correct? I have few hundred rupees. I think you all have few hundred rupees, but you are not. Second, I am not aware of the market. I don't have a knowledge. Or even theoretically I have studied, I don't have a practice. I have a fear about the market. Right? So likewise, but still I want to enjoy the benefit out of markets. Right? Is that clear? Imagine if this is your requirement. Assume I am coming. I'm going to tell, saying that, okay, hi, you are interested in investing in this. Give whatever the money which you have to me. I will invest on behalf of you. Which means what I am going to do? I am going to pool money from all of you. So this is the key point about mutual funds. So mutual fund, which is a pool of funds. The pooling is being done by an expert, right? Who knows about market, who knows about the market, who has a practical experience in the market. Now, will you give me, let's say for example, 100 people are here, and out of 100, if I am going to get money from all of you, will you give? Nobody is opening your mouth. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? Okay, instead, imagine we are going to start a trust. What? We are going to start a trust. The objective of the trust is to pool money from you and invest and generate profit back to you. Now, you are not giving money to me, you are giving the money in the name of trust. And the manager will. Now, yes or no? This is what mutual fund is. So whatever the return which you are getting it from the product, the fund manager is pooling money, investing in securities, generate returns and pass back the returns back to you. Okay, that's where mutual fund comes in. So now, if your interest to invest towards gold, then we have a gold mutual funds. If your interest is to invest only in stock, we have equity mutual funds. If your interest is to invest only in debt products, debt mutual funds. If your interest is to invest in real estate, then we have got real estate investment trust. Are we clear now? What exactly the mutual fund is? So mutual fund is basically a trust. A trust which pools money from various investors, invest in securities according to the investment objective, generate returns and pass back the returns back to the investors. Look at the steps involved. Right? So this is how it functions. Now, the same manner, instead of fixed income, I can invest in debt mutual funds. Same. Or I can invest, I can buy commodities like gold, silver, even other commodities like copper, steel, if I am interested. Or I can go for commodity mutual funds also. That's a gold ETF, gold mutual funds. Real estate. Right? I can buy either commercial flat or anything, or we can. Equity. What are you talking about? I can fund for startup. I can go for venture capital. Right? So I can go for anything, or invest in listed companies, or go for equity mutual funds. So look at, so basically I am categorizing all the assets into two. What is the gain if you are investing in gold? What would be the gain? Price appreciation. That's called capital appreciation. What is the benefit if you are going to invest your money in fixed income products? You get only interest. Your capital is not going to appreciate. You get only interest. Okay? So all your asset classes where you have lent your money, where you are going to get a fixed income, this is called debt. The moment you own the product, then it is called equity. Okay? So these are the products with which we can go for the different commodities. Now going deeper, okay? Which product I will choose? Maybe like you can choose. It is all based on, not only on the basis of pillars of investments, there are two more additional factors. One is I want return. What is the return potential? 2, liquidity. 3, safety. Or the volatility in the market. 4, can I invest small amount of money? See, imagine your mother is investing in gold schemes. Whether your mother is investing in real estate? No. Why? It is not affordable. Even father is not investing. It is not affordable. They create the wealth, only then they will go one-time purchase of real estate. But coming to gold, whenever they got surplus, keep on investing. Why? Because there you can invest even a smaller amount. Can I invest in multiple times? It's possible. So, which is going to motivate your investment? Any product, any asset which is going to have liquidity, which is going to have higher return, as well as, okay, small amount needs to be invested, frequency can be multiple times. So look at which of the products which has got all, look, equity, the return is above inflation, that was our objective. Liquidity is also high. You can invest small amount of money. You can buy any number of times. Okay, complexity of the product. Now tell me, understanding equity market is very complex? No, it's an average. Right? So this is how you can take it further. Next. To talk about some of the products, I hope you are aware of, but still, okay? PF, right? National Savings Certificate, Suganya Samruddhi Scheme. Are you aware of? Right, all the basic fixed income products, right? If you look at small saving schemes which you have. Okay, right. Fine. So this is the small savings product. Next. Fixed deposits, you know, either I can invest in bank fixed deposits, or company fixed deposits, or post office fixed deposits. Look at the scheme, interest rate, what are the benefits which you are going to get. Mutual funds. What exactly the mutual funds is? Look at, lot of investors are there. The fund manager is going to pool their money and they are going to invest in securities, either in debt securities or equity securities or combination of it, and generate returns, pass back the returns back to the investors again. This is what mutual funds. Here, even few hundred rupees can be invested. You can start with 500 rupees also, right? Lot of tax savings. It's regulated by SEBI, so which means safety is there, right? Next. Now, this is the only way with which I can invest. Okay, coming to gold. So what is the way in which I can accumulate gold or enjoy the benefit of investing in gold? Number one, gold jewelry. Is it a good investment product? Yes? Yes or no? Gold jewelry? I'll tell you. So I have a daughter. Maybe I'll put it this way, okay? Studying 5th standard. I'm just thinking like this because I see my sister. Okay? So my father used to buy gold jewelry as and when my sister grows. At the time of marriage, my sister simply say only one thing. All your designs are old. Go and change. Will you do the same? Yes. Now tell me, what is the impact for your father? At the time of purchase, your father would have spent 20-25% on wastage making charges. After 10 years, okay, again you go back change. The gold will be a discount. And again you have to pay making charges. Now tell me, is it a good investment? But still, they don't have other alternatives because their awareness is less. Instead, now look at what are the products which we have today. You don't need to buy only ornaments for investment. Maybe just for the sake of, okay, I want to enjoy by wearing now, okay, not for future, then we can think of. Now you can go for gold biscuits, that's an investment product. Gold coins, where you don't have much of making charges. Or you can go for a financial asset class, gold mutual funds, where you are not investing any making, you are not going for making charges, less, okay, you don't have to worry about the theft, right? So because you are keeping it in electronic form, and more than that, okay, you can trade also, like how it is being traded in a stock exchange. If you want to book your profits, you can book. If you want to buy more, you can buy more. That's called ETF, Exchange Traded Fund, right? Next is you have a new fantastic product for great fathers, right? product called SGBs, sovereign gold bond. I'll tell you, any idea about sovereign gold bond? Yes? Okay. Fine. What is the benefit? In addition to that, what is the duration of the bond? Good. Anybody? I tell you, when you say bond, the bond attracts interest rate. Number one. Since it is gold bond, the price connects with the gold price. So which means this is since it is the name itself sovereign stands for who is going to issue? The government issue gold bond. That's what sovereign gold bond does. So when I say the sovereign gold bond, the duration of the bond is 8 years. How many years? 8 years. Let's say for example today the government issue a bond. Assume I am going to buy. They issue in terms of gram. Assume 1 gram today is 5,000 rupees. I am buying 1 gram. Right? I can buy minimum of 1 gram, go up to maximum of 4 kgs. How much? 4 kg by an individual. Right? I can invest. Now, the benefit is, in addition to, at the end of 8 year, I can give back the bond, get the money, not 5,000 rupees, whatever the gold price by the time, the same I can enjoy. In addition to that, the government is giving you an interest rate of 2.5% every year. So you enjoy gold as gold benefit as well as you are getting an additional interest rate of 2.5%. Now think from the father perspective. Assume I am buying gold for my daughter. I can buy sovereign gold bond. Right? Every month, every year I will be getting 2.5%. At the end of 8th year it will become 20%. Now when my daughter asks for a new design, go sell the gold bond, get the gold price without discount, without making charges, without anything, and the government has given me 20%. That can be given as a making charges, I will get the equal gold. Are you getting the benefits now? So the way in which we think is going to change. I can also tell you like the same. So government bond 8 years, 2.5%. But look at the benefit. How you position, how you apply any product for the benefit of ourselves is going to play the major role. Right? So that's how about these sovereign gold bonds. So communicate to your parents. Right? So 8 years. And more importantly, next. If you hold it for 8 years, whatever the gain which you get, there is no tax on the capital gain. As far as if I buy gold, anything I am holding it more than 3 years, if I am going to sell my gold, I have to pay capital gain tax. Here, for the sovereign gold bond, if I am holding it for 8 years, on the maturity, if I am going to get back my money, whatever the gain which I have achieved, no capital gain tax. So look at the benefits the government is offering in terms of I enjoy both gold benefits as well as tax benefits as well as making charges. So this is my own way of expression. They will pay interest of 2.5%. So look at these other benefits. Next. Right? Now, having known about the different funds, the different asset classes, which one I need to invest? Should I keep my all money as cash, or fixed deposits, fixed income products, or equity, commodity, real estate? Now you can categorize the entire asset classes into two: equity, debt. So which means the asset which will give you fixed income, that's a debt. The asset which will give you either capital appreciation or both. That can be called as, let's say for example, if I am keeping gold, I will get only capital appreciation. If I am having real estate, I have capital appreciation as well as sort of rental income. The same thing, if I am holding equity, I have capital appreciation as well as dividend. You got it? So categorize all your asset classes. How much money need to? So what was your initial investment? How much you need to invest first? 25% of your income. See, look at your, so don't forget your action plan. So your action plan is start early. How much? Start investing 25% of your income. Invest regularly, okay, and invest for long term. Where do I invest? The 5 asset classes. Now, how much I need to invest in each of the asset classes? That's where the asset allocation comes into picture. So, how much? Now, again we are categorizing your career into 3 stages. One is early part of career, the moment you start your career. Second, mid part of career, the retirement part. So early part of career you can take more risk. The mid part of career you can take less risk. The retirement don't take risk. Right? So that's a simple asset allocation which we can make. Out of 5 products which is high risk, out of the 5 asset classes which is having the highest risk or the higher risk, equity, right? So take more asset allocation at the early part. So invest more in equity in the early career. The moment the age increases, reduce your portion. Okay? The simple policy which I can tell you is 100 minus age. Whatever the number comes, that percentage you can allocate for equity. How much? 100 minus age. Assume you are starting your career at the age of 25. You are starting a career at the age of 25. So 100 minus 25, 75% of your savings. Imagine you are getting 20,000 rupees salary or 50,000 rupees salary. Assume I take 20,000. Okay, minimum initial. 25% of 20,000 rupees is 5,000. Out of 5,000 rupees, 75% you can allocate for equity. The remaining 25% you can allocate for debt. Maybe after 10 years, no need to change every year. Change once in 5 years. At the age of 30, reduce equity exposure to 70. Increase equity debt exposure to 30. 40. Reduce equity exposure. 60. Increase your debt exposure. If you keep on doing that, okay, and your asset allocation will be goes well. You got the asset allocation formula? How you can allocate? Okay, see again I am telling you, this is an awareness program. If you start implementing in your life, you will be financially independent. Otherwise, if you start delay, it is almost like you have crossed half well. You jumped off well. So think of it. Right? Next. Now the question next. Should I invest direct? I know how much I need to allocate. See, look at the step-by-step presentation. Why should I invest? Where should I invest? How do I invest? How much I need to invest? Right? How much I need to allocate? Then how? Either invest directly or invest through mutual funds. Indirect route. If I have time, if I have knowledge, if I have sufficient expertise, if I could be able to spend lot of time on research, then go with the direct investments. If not, next, go through mutual funds. What are the advantages of going through mutual funds? There is a fund manager, professional expert is there who will take care of your money. 2, with few hundred rupees, diversification is possible. Imagine you are giving few hundred rupees. 100 people has given few hundred rupees, it becomes thousands, lakhs. Now with that money, they can diversify, which means your 500 is getting diversified in all stocks. Right? So that's about liquidity. Anytime you can exit. So these are the advantages of investing in mutual funds. Now tell me, which one is better? Direct equity or mutual funds? So at this stage, for all of you, maybe if you want to begin, which is better? Mutual fund is better. Right? So that's the point. Next. So if you want to invest, now we need knowledge. When I say we need knowledge, what kind of knowledge? That's where we need to understand the role of securities market. These are all called securities. Whatever we have discussed so far, everything is called as securities. So we need to understand the role of securities market. So the name, whatever you said, shares, debentures, bonds, mutual funds, derivatives, right? And then all other portfolio management. So these are alternate investment mutual funds. So all these things are mutual funds.
break.
We'll break. Okay, so you got it now? Clear? Right? So this is about the concept. So what are the things which you have learned? Why